Welcome back to our home. I've been using Google for about 6 months and we decided to switch back to Amazon's Alexa. Well guys, it's been a year. I've made some changes to the smart home, cleaned up my face a little bit. Well, let's go check it out. We'll talk about some of the things I changed out, what I kept, what I love, what I hate, and I've got a couple big surprises for you guys at the end, so let's go. For our doorbell, I changed this out a lot as well. My wife is a little bit upset about the extra holes, but it's the life of a YouTuber and a product tester. But we have the reolink here. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to tell you guys about this yet, but this product is just coming out. One thing I never liked about the reolink doorbells is that they've always required a extra chime that's like a plug-in. Well, now this works with your existing mechanical doorbell or digital doorbell. So I'm really excited about that. It does have an SD card, so it's recording locally, and then I can also access it via the app. I think it looks really nice. One thing I did notice though is that due to the length, it's kind of overlapping our siding here, so I have this gap. So here we've got the Schlage Code Plus. If you've watched previous videos, you know this is my go-to lock. As a tester, I have no other place to test things. I've actually changed that out about a half dozen times now, various other locks, but you know, I'm loyal, I came back. I still like the Schlage Code Plus, so there it is. I haven't really made a lot of changes here. I've still got the faucet, still works, still not using the voice for that at all. We have moved our voice assistants. We've got a bunch of peppers over here now, actually. I really love Sonos. I've added a couple more speakers throughout the house, but the newest addition to our household is Josh. So Josh is privacy focused. And it does use natural language, so I can do commands that are multi-step. And it'll understand what I previously told it. And then if I say dim the lights, I can use the little scroll here, and that's gonna do that. If I had adjusted the music, that'll become a volume knob, and so it's kind of adaptive that way. Here in our family room, it would appear that no changes have been made. However, there is some secrets hiding below. We're still having an ecobee sensor, working with our shades so that if this room gets too hot or too cold compared to the rest of the house, the shades will either lower or raise. So that's a pretty cool feature. Previously, I had an automation set up here with a little light sensor where if the sun was shining on the TV, then it would lower the shades. We've got the energy monitor back there to tell that the TV is on. But to be honest, sometimes you just can over-automate things and it was going when it didn't need to. And so I just got rid of it. Just trying to keep it simple. Last time I showed you guys our guest bedroom, we did not have the smart shades. So now I've got Smart Wings, which is a affordable smart shade solution. You can actually order these on Amazon or from their website directly. I got it with this handy remote, so we really like this. We still love ecobee. This is my go-to smart thermostat. I know Google has a new version available. My friend bought one and went to install it, but didn't feel the color looked quite right for his house. So soon enough, I'll get some footage of someone that has the new Google Nest and maybe compare it to the ecobee Premium, but I just love ecobee. So our newest addition to the bedroom is going to be the Echo Hub. I had my friend Pete from DIY Smart Home Guy help me with this. We actually ran Ethernet through the attic and dropped it down here, and so we got a power over Ethernet injection. That way we got both data and power for the tablet here, but it mostly just shows photos with the weather, just like the other hubs. No ads on these, which is nice. Yet. No ads yet. There's always, they could always push a software update. So, but for now, very nice. We can, change the lights for the bedroom here, adjust the temperature, shades, everything like that. We can pull up our different cameras. What's cool is that it actually pulls up cameras from different manufacturers. So these are reolink cameras. If I have the Ring doorbell set up on there, those will all pull up as well. So here at the bar, we're still using the Echo Show to watch, different things. We've got the weather, we've got interesting stuff comes up on there, photos. We really like that, but I actually upgraded from the studio to the Sonos Era 300s down here. The bass on that is just incredible. Room-filling sound, I like that a lot. And then I'm actually using Josh down here as well, and so Josh will respond over there. So down here we've got Josh, which is great because you can use the same voice assistants in all the rooms and kind of get into a habit, right? I like using Josh mostly. My wife really goes back and forth between using Amazon and Google. Google is better for like fact-based questions, whereas Amazon's pretty responsive for turning lights on and off. So we're actually using them all. So fortunately, we haven't had any issues with water leaks or anything, but it's always good to have peace of mind. So we still have our Bulldog there with the water sensors throughout the house. So if there was a leak, that would turn off automatically. But our big upgrade that we did this year is I went from the Eero network to Unify. And so I put everything in a rack. We've got our Dream Machine here with our network switch with power over Ethernet injection. I chose to do a patch panel back to here. And I put a drawer down here for the extra cables and power at the bottom. If I was gonna do it again, I'd probably do a beefier power setup down there. And I'd probably do a higher version of the network switch. I went with 24, I believe. The Pro, I know if I would have upgraded, I would have got more power over Ethernet, but for our purposes, it works really well. We had the Echo Show 10, the swivel functionality. I just felt like the swivel was very gimmicky, and so I got rid of that. This is the new Show 8. Show 8 is my favorite of the shows, followed by the 15. One thing that I would do differently is I don't like having to rely on Control 4. I love this fancy remote, it's the Neo. The problem is if I want to make any changes in this space, I have to go through our Control 4 dealer to do that, which is unnecessary in my mind. I'm a DIY type of guy, so looking at maybe doing an Ava remote, which is basically the same remote, but it's Android based, and then you can program everything yourself. So we'll see. Always remember to put it back on the cradle. Otherwise, the battery will die, and that's annoying. So I made some pretty big changes here in my office, and again, part of the mess. I actively testing things at all times. So I actually rotated the room. Got some new carpet, some paint. But now my battle station is over here. I've got the Elgato prompter. Now I've got some key lights, some extra lighting there. Got the Signy for backlighting. Pikachu's still hanging out with us. Got my podcasting to go set up here. Everything fits in this handy case. And then over in this corner, I've got all the stuff that's like actively being tested or is for sale. So when I'm done with some of this stuff I test, I'll just get it on eBay. So this is gonna go. All right, well, the big reveal here. We've got a robot mower going to town here. So you can tell by the nice stripes in our yard. This is actually the A1 from Dreamy. It's got a little docking station that it goes back to. To be honest though, it doesn't do a really good job of getting like right up to the edge with the gardens and the fence. And occasionally it'll get stuck in the corner and stuff, or it'll miss a stripe. So it's not perfect by any means, but it is nice that it runs multiple times a week and saves me, probably say like an hour a week, not having to do it. I do have to come out here with a mower and kind of clean up a little bit and do like the edging and stuff. So I don't know that I would recommend a robot mower for most people quite yet. I would wait until the navigation gets a little better, maybe the price comes down. It's nice to have, but it's definitely not a need by any means.